And I'm just going straight YouTube, not doing Restream right now. Because I'm probably going to be jumping off in a few minutes. Just stopped here to get my food. For me this time, not dashing right now. I finished that and I had to, for those of you that were previously on the live, if you don't get back on here. But yeah, I was picking up an order, and then I got a call from my adult children. They were out of town, so I had to answer that FaceTime call. All that happened at the same time, so I was like, yeah, let me just end the live, and then I'll get back on later. But for you, those of you who catch this in the replay, you can go back and watch. I guess I'll put this one as part 2 and the other one as part 1, so y'all can go back and watch the other one. But I know I was talking about the book and everything, how I was revising it, and I basically am going back through now, taking my time with the rose wrapped in thorns, and going back and where I just kind of rushed and put it together. I'm going back and taking my time and really going through and doing a deep dive, because it honestly is therapeutic. Writing is therapeutic for the most part. I know it's not for everybody. That was an alarm because I have to do something else at 3. But yeah, writing is therapeutic. At least it is for me. I know I'm a little shiny right now, but like I said, I'm dashing. But writing is therapeutic. It's a way to help you process trauma. To get your thoughts out there, get your pain, your feelings. Get and just process the events, not just getting your feelings necessarily, but to help you to process the events. Because when you write them down, um, I always get this word kind of mixed up. You're chronologizing it, getting it all, put it in chronological order. It just helps you. Sometimes if you retrace your steps, it also can help you to, not go down the same road again, not get in the same encounters or relationships and things like that again. When you go back, do a deep dive, and think about the part that you had in it, things that you allowed to happen, or, think about why you stayed, why you left, why you chose to leave, when you leave, all those different things. And hey, whoever's watching, I had to come back on. But yeah, those are the kind of things that I'm doing now, going back and adding to it, revising it. Because I'm not completely rewriting the book. I'm revising it. Rose wrapped in thorns. And so say hey, in the comments. I'm here. I don't bite. But that's what I'm doing right now. And that's what I was talking about earlier when I got interrupted on the live with my adult children's. They're out of town, so I had to answer that FaceTime call. But but yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing right now. But I was talking about therapeutic writing. Therapeutic writing is an important tool. I was actually going to talk about this yesterday. I had some things going on, but therapeutic writing helps you to process your events. Like for people who have PTSD, been through some, a traumatic experience. And I do more so talk about relationships, but you can get PTSD from being in a toxic relationship. Just call it, it is what it is. Hey, I like food. Yeah, I like food too. I'm actually waiting on my soup now to come here to the curbside service at Post Charlie's. But yeah, writing is like I said, it's therapeutic. But no, back to my train of thought. Um, you can get PTSD from being in a traumatic relationship. It is what it is. Trauma is trauma, whether you've been in a war, you've been in a car accident, or whatever. Trauma is trauma. So don't allow yourself to think that you can't call a spade, that you can't, identify with PTSD because you were in a traumatic relationship, a toxic situation, because it still put your body food. But yeah, you went through some changes, so you know it's gonna PTSD is a normal thing to happen after such a thing. And so some of the things that a lot of them. I'm not a therapist, but I do see a therapist. No shame in that. Everybody needs to process through their stuff and work through it. But um, some of the parts of healing from traumatic experiences and PTSD and work processing it is therapeutic writing. Reliving, not really reliving the events, but in a sense you are reliving events, because once you start writing it and talking about it, and you're putting it on paper for you to see, you're actually reliving the events in a sense. The more you do it, the less it becomes, the less you feel it. I would say the more you talk about it, the more you write about it, the less you feel it, which is the whole purpose of therapeutic writing. Get it out so that you can process the event or the traumatic experience that you went through, and you can get through that thing. So that's the main thing that I'm doing right now is, I'm still processing, some of the things that went on. And so I said, let me go back now and edit the book, revise it, and, put the important part. I'm not just like adding a bunch of stuff, just be adding a bunch of stuff. It's just like things that I, left out that may help the story flow better, or maybe give you a better idea, a better picture of what was actually going on during the time, during the highs and the lows, giving more, a sense of more dialogue, to enhance, what I won't say enhance, but to explain the story a little bit more, to make it readable, make it flow, but to help those that need that story, help those that need to read A Rose Wrapped in Thorns, to help either prevent them from going through a similar experience, or if they've been through a similar experience, to show them that they're not alone, or to for those that have not been through a similar experience, to show them, hopefully help prevent them from going through something like that. Well, I won't say tools and tips, but in a sense, yeah, because like looking in a mirror, you see things and you're like, okay, or like a book. Basically, it's a book, but like a study book. You read it to learn. So that you can learn from it. So that's basically what it's really all about, is to help you, prevent you from going through a similar experience. So that's why I wrote the book, and shared my story. And they taking too long with my soup too, because I'm sitting here waiting on my soup. And I did order it on the way here, and I did do curbside service. Hold on, yeah, I think they come. No, I don't know who that is. No, that's not them. That's somebody else coming outside. Where they making me go? They gonna make me go in there to get my soup. I just ordered me some baked potato soup because I got a meeting in 20 minutes. So let me check. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna check mine, make sure I ain't got no message from them. Okay, hold on a second. Don't go nowhere. That's 2 of y'all on here. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. Don't go out shortly. So thank you so much for waiting. They say they're gonna bring it out shortly. So I think I'm about to turn this air back on because it is humid here. It's humid because it's like it's about to storm. The clouds are kind of, dark and, they're dark and cloudy a little bit. Hopefully it doesn't storm, because I plan on going back out and DoorDashing a little later on. I'm all glistening. Yeah, glistening. But yeah, I'm planning on going back out there soon. So, and are you still there? I like food. What kind of foods do you like? What kind of foods do you like? Do you like baked potato soup? That's what I'm getting right now at O'Charlie's. And no, I'm not promoting O'Charlie's. So YouTube, this is not an infomercial. This is not a commercial. But yeah, y'all, that's what I'm doing right now. I went out and did a little door dashing. And now I'm getting ready to go back in the house. And yeah, for those that you had saw some of the live I did last week. I think it was last week. When I was talking about my knee injury, that's a lot better now. I still have to go to the have an appointment Friday for the orthopedic. I still have that appointment this Friday, so, and I'm gonna go ahead and go to it just so they can double check it, make sure that it's okay. But for the most part, it's been fine. I notice when I do a good bit of walking, door dashing, basically, I do kind of feel it a little bit, when I finish or whatever, or after I've been out for a little while walking. So I guess that means, to me, it means I need to still continue to move it so that it won't, get stiff, or or get weaker or whatever. So, but I haven't been doing no running or nothing like that, no bicycle riding or nothing like that. I just been like I said, just doing my little walking when I go to the store, or when I'm out doing DoorDash. They need to hurry up with my soup. I'm hungry. But that's basically so yeah, but that's a lot better now, so I'm glad of that. But yeah, I just want to hop back on and let y'all know, for those of you that were on there with me earlier, and let y'all know that I'm all right, and that I was just, I had to hop off. No matter how old our children get, we still gonna be there for them. I don't know. Yeah, I need a long, tall neck. I'm not a model though. But yeah, they need to hurry up with my soup. I am hungry. Looks like I'm gonna be eating and talking. I will be eating and talking. But it'll be okay. Yeah, it'll be okay. But thank you so much for liking the live. And I guess I will hop on off of here. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you click like, click share, click subscribe. Let's build this YouTube family. You know, I'm going to be on here again later on or tomorrow, but I'm going to be back. And I'll still do my Tuesday talks, live on Tuesdays that I do on my platform as well. So I'll still be doing those, but I'm going to be coming back on here more just with my little impromptu lives. I just cannot be on no schedule, y'all. I can't. I just cannot put myself on no schedule no matter what. I don't know what happens. Like, it's like it got worse after I got divorced. Like, literally, when I got free, I got free. I can't stand being on a schedule. Like, I will follow a schedule if I have an employer that I have to follow their schedule. But other than that, I just cannot seem to put myself on an exact day-to-day schedule. I don't know why, what it is, I just can't. Like, literally, I get up and I talk about things as I feel them, and I come on here, but I know I need to, I don't want to say I need to feel more, but I know I need to be, share more with y'all. And, just like, I like being over here, honestly, more than some of the other platforms, It's just, I don't know, it's just different. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to spend my time where I enjoy it at, because I've tried the other platforms and they're more forced, if anything. So I'm like, you know what? This is where you're supposed to be at, over on YouTube. So all my new creators over here that y'all trying to grow and build your channel, let's grow together, right? All my people who, may have similar, you don't even have to have similar topics. If you're trying to grow, let's grow together. And it's not a grow room per se or whatever. But let's build a community. Let's grow together. I write my books. I plan author events. Let's collaborate. Let's network. I may have something that you need on my platform, and you may have something that I need on your platform. But how are we gonna know if we don't get on and support each other? Now, I do get on other people's lives on here, and I support other people's platforms on here. So, I'm not just telling you to do something that I'm not doing. So, but yeah, we gotta collaborate, network together, and build our family, build our YouTube family. So if y'all with me, leave me something in the comment and say me too. And I'll make sure that I subscribe to you, check you out, and you do the same. And pick somebody else in the comments that you don't know. And let's build this thing together. Let's build this community together. Harobeds Thoughts. Let's build this community together and support one another. And I'm about to go in there and check on my soup. I'm going to stay on till they come with my soup. Because I'm hungry. It's been 13 minutes. It's going to make me be eating my soup while I'm talking to my friend. Oh, my goodness. What is that? It's just soup. It's literally just soup. Now, I usually just go in there and get it. I usually don't even do the curbside. I usually go on in there and get it. But this time, I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and do curbside. And they taking forever. Because I didn't get on here until, I didn't get here until I got stationary. I didn't get on here with y'all until I got stationary. And they still ain't brought it yet. Like, I don't know what's going on. But anywho. But yeah, for y'all that do come on, yeah, I guess my patience is a little thin too, because I'm hungry. Or some commercials, I'm hangry. A little hungry and angry. That's what I am right now. I'm a little hungry and angry. And thank you for whoever's on. Say, hey, is that you still you on my light food? Is that still you on? Or whoever it is, pop back off. But yeah, I'm hangry. Like, they need to bring me my food. I'm glad my mom decided she didn't want anything. She's just going to eat what was at the house. So I don't have to stop at 2 places. But I think they're waiting for me to come in. They said shortly, though. Okay, so y'all got to distract me now, because I'm, trying not to think about it. So, but yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Like I said, I'm healing from my little knee injury. And just, doing me. Been working on, still trying to network and working on the book. That has been taking up a lot of my time at night. I won't say all my time, but I have been focusing on going through bits and pieces of the book and revising. And finally, my soup is here, y'all. Yes, man. Deborah. My soup.
All right, there you go.
Thank you. All right. Finally, y'all. Got my soup. I was like, oh, it's about time. But like I said, and I'm trying to behave on here, so I'm going to go ahead and end the live before I hit the road. But I will talk to you guys again later. If you catch this in the later on the upload, say hi. Say me too. We're gonna support one another. Me too. Me too. Okay. So y'all say me too in the comments, and we're gonna all support one another. Build our family, build our team. Okay. So I will see y'all later. All right.